Hello everyone, Irish Warlock here, and welcome back to part 19 of our Final Fantasy 16 Let's Play. We're going to kick things off in just a moment after a quick recap of the last episode. So, we were in Dalmekia with our uncle trying to get to Drake's Fang in order to kill Hugo the Titan. We assisted Lubor in finding the missing crystals and found out they were being sold by soldiers from Willowed, which I don't think they were allied with Dalmekia. I think they were allied with Hugo more than anything else, but it seemed that they were kind of playing Hugo and his men off for their own ends. We left our uncle behind and went off to Drake's Fang where we confronted Hugo, eventually killing him after a long and grueling fight and destroying the Mother Crystal Drake's Fang. It was also here that we confronted Ultima, and while we were in Drake's Fang we learned that Willowed was betraying Dalmekia. They'd in fact smuggled orcs, which are like mindless monsters in this world, in to essentially kill off the Dalmekians. We also learned that Hugo was being played the whole time, mainly by a guy called Harbard, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, who is the commander of Willowed's armies, and Barnabas, the king of Willowed, who's also the dominant of Odin. Also, away from Clive, we found out that Olivier, our half-brother, has been made Emperor of Sambrec. No clue what's happened to the current Emperor, just that Olivier is now Emperor, and he is a child, and a very creepy child, and that Dion, who should have been Emperor, and our brother Joshua now seem to be working together, but we don't know what they're doing. We came back to the hideout, told everyone that we'd killed Hugo. Everyone was really happy, obviously. And then we went off and spoke to Mid with the kind of plan we were going to get her to come with us to Sid's grave to kind of tell him. But she is kind of focused on her own work at the moment. I guess she just doesn't want to confront or deal with the death of her father even after all these years. So, us along with Otto are going to help her with her new project, which is building a kind of steampunk sailing ship, which she has called the Enterprise, which I love. So, we are to head off back to Dalmekia to meet up with Otto and go to this river to find the necessary materials. Before we do that, we're actually going to head up to Lost Wing and do this side quest. And then when we get back to Dalmekia, we'll probably end up doing the side quest there before we do the main quest. Right then, let's find this over here. Here we go.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist with.
Everybody does, don't they?
Go on. There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Yeah, okay.
Of course. Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Okay, what do you got?
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
pistols we get from the tailor all but...
So what are we thinking? Some wild monsters, some branded who are on the run, or probably some soldiers looking to cause some trouble?
Word is the Black Shields took a hiding. The old Dutch.
Ooh, maybe it's the Black Shields. I didn't think of that.
Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
No one seems to have any real information. It's strange. Okay, well, last but not least, maybe she has something.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone...
Oh, it's the construct beans
What was
from the
this?
fallen ruins.
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Right then, let's deal with these things.
You there.
Fuck!
Oh, it is Black Shields. Damn.
Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here.
Yeah, why are they here? They're only meant to be in Rosaria.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
I mean, mate, I'm kind of mopping the floor with you guys, so I don't think I'm gonna have to worry too much about that. I mean, they never even laid a hand on me. Their reputation leaves a lot to be desired.
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Hey, Quentin. So, not good news, unfortunately.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some Black Shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds,
Former.
though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
What is going on?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand.
Yeah, be clear, mate.
Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport.
Jesus Christ.
I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family.
Oh, man.
And he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself.
Damn, Quentin.
Ham himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Jesus, this is a bit much for a side quest compared to the previous ones.
I'm not going to change his mind.
I mean, we really shouldn't. Oh, no, wrong one. Right, but I'm not seeing a side quest to pick up, so I guess we'll get back to that later. Alright then, back to the inn. The Dalamil Inn. I think that's how it was pronounced. Okay, side quest there, main quest over there. Let's start with the side quest.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the bread.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
First side quest. Beginning an act of vengeance against a rogue and corrupt member of the Justice. Next quest. Let's find his baker's apprentice.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
I mean, it's a good thing he left.
Right. And that's where I'll start.
Crater now. Alright, then let's find this kid.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Plates and pots! Holes and...
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
If you guys aren't aware, I did post a video quite recently about Spider-Man 2 and kind of plot threads I would like to see followed up on from the previous game. It's a very quick little video, but it's something new I kind of want to try, talking about gaming in other ways, not just doing Let's Plays. So if that sounds like something that would interest you, please do take a look at it. And speaking of Spider-Man 2, we should be starting a Let's Play of that next week once it comes out, which should be very, very fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I had been hoping to get Final Fantasy 16 done before Spider-Man 2 came out, but unfortunately that's just not going to happen. Between making the Spider-Man 2 video and work, I just did not have time to do any recordings over the past week and a half. So yeah, I'll just have 4 Let's Plays going on for a little while. Oh yeah, everyone, look at the massive crater.
Another crystal. The mines. It's all gone.
Lord Kupka's castle too. Think he made out.
No, he did not. Oh, what's this over here? Hello. Oh, it's a bonus monster fight. Okay. Oh, rank A. Damn.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over. Too slow. Let's try.
Oh. Come on. Ah, damn. Come on, nearly down, nearly down. Okay. And now everything. Oh. Oh, well. Ooh, 45, nice. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh damn, this is a tough fight. come on. Yes! Whew. Damn, that ate into a lot of health and items. Oh, but we did level up. That's something, I guess.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
I think I found him. Probably being all moody.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? I'm certainly not a baker. Master must rue the day he took me in.
No, I'm sure he doesn't.
Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the mother crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me.
Giggity.
Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Express yourself. Remember the good times. Focus on your work. Express yourself.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
Okay, then.
Wait.
Alright, back to the baker, then.
Oh, where did all the men drop?
Light meat and dark. Fresh
Right, did he come back?
Get it while it's hot.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I mean, it looks like a roll.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her
Is it?
steeple peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my
Dude,
loads
you've got
collapse
some
more
weird
often than
ways
not,
about talking about that
what's a
crater.
Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Right then. That's enough weird nonsense. Let's get on. Right, yeah, so we head over here and look for Otto. Or no, are we meeting Otto here or are we collecting something and Otto's gonna meet us somewhere
Looks
else?
like I found the river. Now where's Otto?
We're meeting Otto here, never mind. I think that's him there. Yeah, to save a missing baker.
I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
Alright, let's look for this Stardust.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
And that's 4. And here's number 5. Brilliant.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
And then we get this stuff back to Blackthorn and we build our weird steampunk enterprise, which, you know, as a massive Star Trek fan, has me very, very interested.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk? Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did.
Yeah, we're trying.
About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Right, well, there doesn't seem to be anything else to do here. Or anywhere else for that matter. So yeah, let's head back to the hideaway.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Right then, where's my cool ship?
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Alright, so I guess we're to go talk to Mid. But what's the game plan next? I mean, we still got... How many? Let's see... Yeah, we still got 2 mother crystals to take out, so I suppose that's what we should be focusing on next. Like, we're running out of personal objectives, like... Hugo's dead, everyone seems to be safe. I mean, we got to deal with our mother at some point, but you know, everything seems to be going well.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Is everything we've received and everything promised all yours? Best of luck out there, Sid.
Can I do any leveling up of my abilities? What am I working towards now? Oh yeah, it was that. And I still got 1200. I'm going to upgrade Heatwave and I'm going to assign that as my ability for here. I mean, it's not as good, but I always just want to try something a bit different. And it's ranged, which is very good to have. Right then. Let's talk to Mid.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
Well, that's handy.
What's the name back there? I'll give you all details.
What's her name?
What's her name?
Right.
I love we talked to her and her name actually was what's her name? No, Helena. A normal name.
Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode.
And that's bad.
This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there.
I get it. Bad. Very, very bad.
Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
Well, I do dangerous, so should be fine.
Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Right, back to Lost Wing then.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Seems they're evacuating the village in preparation for Quentin's plan.
You know what you have to do.
I won't let you down.
That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us before we can strike at him. There is no time to lose. The final stage of our plan must be put into motion.
Right, well, I assume you'll let me know when that's ready to go, because I have a feeling it's not going to happen in the background. Or it's going to happen in the background and you're all going to be dead. Let's make for the pass and find these materials. Right then, team. What's the plan?
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Right then, what do we think it is? Big dragon? Demon? Construct? Probably a construct.
Anybody home?
Oh, look, it's one of these flying eyeball things.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Oh no, get out, get out, get out. I remember that's instant death if I'm in there. Ah, damn. Oh, quit jumping around. And dodge. Ah, no, I didn't need to dodge that, really. didn't realize I brought him down that much. Alright then, well, it doesn't matter, just wail everything on him. God damn it. Gotta heal to be safe. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. Come on. And there we go. Not that tough. Not as tough as the first time I fought one of them, that's for sure.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Yeah, because I'm sure the rest of the ruins are perfectly safe and they don't need our help at all. Totally safe just to leave them behind. Nothing can happen out here in the middle of enemy territory. Just saw this chest. That, nothing great. Right, back to Mid again. A lot of back and forth, back and forth. This ship better be worth it. Well, are we going to build it here on this lake? Like, so far inland? Like, are we... Is there a way to get it to the coast if we build it here? Or no, wait, did she say she has people building it? Yeah, she has shipwrights building it somewhere else, actually at the coast. And she's just working on some of the more delicate parts. That's it. That makes... Yeah. That's a much smarter plan than building it several 100 miles inland. Alright, what's next?
Helena has recovered the material for the helm.
She's going to say, who's Helena?
Excellent.
Oh, no.
Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously.
Obviously.
I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Right away.
Right then, up to Hippocrates. The names in this game are just all over the place. Like, you've got Hippocrates, and... I mean, that's the only really far off one I can think of. Like, we've got Hippocrates, which is basically ancient Greek. We've got like names in like Clive and Jill and Gav, which are just so modern. And then like we just got really weird, like not fancy names, but Olivier is quite fancy. Alright, Hippocrates, take a look at this.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
This whole thing is just fetch. This whole thing is just fetch quest after fetch quest. Hey, Jill, you're up and about. I mean, you already were in the last episode, but still.
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus. I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Well, since we travel with Jill a lot, I think we'll take Parja, because that was reasoning behind taking Otto with us instead of Gav, because it was someone new.
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic? Conch shells? Are you sure?
Yeah, this sounds a bit weird.
Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Nice chowder of some
Though
sort.
these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course,
He nearly harvested garlic to extinction. Oh, that's a great crime.
Well, isn't that convenient?
The loss of garlic bread. How
I was
horrifying.
able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Bye, Jill. I'll see you soon. Right then, to Northreach.
Now, where's Tarja?
Tarja. I've been saying Tarja. Jeez, very different name. Oh, there you are. Right behind me.
Need to stock up on these.
There you are, Tarja.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
What do you want?
Alright. I'm not be so moody, mate.
There's talk at the glass. How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that price?
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to your liking.
That should do it. Hopefully Tarja's finished too.
Fresh cuts. Come and get them. Up.
Looks like it. Looks like she is. Looks like she is.
Well, did you find everything?
I did.
Yeah, it was pretty simple.
Yeah.
Don't think we needed to split up.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting.
You want to have a heart-to-heart like Otto?
But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For sure.
And I'm so sorry about that.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck,
That's
though.
fair.
My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back.
She's probably one of the gougers.
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tarja.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Right then, back home again.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Well, hopefully he's finished by now and we can get back on with our real job of destroying mother crystals.
Better late than never. We're ready to begin whenever you are. Welcome home. He had a successful trip.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that. Of course. Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end.
Good.
A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the
Man of action.
and you are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the
I
other.
don't think you've gotten out of your chair, mate.
By a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
That it? Not very impressive looking from here. Alright, up close it looks a bit better. I guess up close it does look a little bit better.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
Jesus Christ.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can
Oh,
build the
thank
rest.
God.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight, just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your
Yes!
Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Captain Clive of the USS Enterprise.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really? That's a ship. Let's sail it round the lake.
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave.
No, not anymore.
Excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
God damn it.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
Oh, you in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
God freaking damn it, Mid.
Tidings, Uncle.
We gotta put off going to her, don't we? My dear boy, the journey to Canberra has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strong box with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities, by which I learned of the endeavours of a certain young friend of yours. Do I for one believe Miss Telemont's project to be quite the valiant enterprise? Haha. I doubt the Kavarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorised use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumour has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door. Which is why I penned this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might help keep watch on those who might mean their little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving Uncle Byron.
Trouble in Canva.
Great. So Mid is walking right into an ambush.
I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Right, Gav, you're off to Canberra, I guess.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Oh, he's loving the attention.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. Alright.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
I think we can trust Jill. Right then, so off to the old hideaway. Sid's legacy. The dust long settled, little remains of the once bustling refuge many called home. I was wondering if we'd get to come back here. I'm not surprised that we do. Is he actually buried here, or like, did we leave him behind at the Mother Crystal, or what? She did come.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Hey, it's Goots. And Karen. Oh yeah, this makes sense. We should all be here for this.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
Aw, look how happy he is.
You're letting me go with them. Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Aren't I always, says the guy who's missing an eye.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Right, well, we can head back here because there's something here. So let's just head back to the hideaway, check what that is, and then we'll press on. Like, we still got... We're going to do another hour anyway, so we got plenty of time. Okay, so yeah, something up there and something up there. So let's head to our quarters first.
We cracked the crystal too.
Oh, geez, a couple of things. Okay, yeah, I know about that one. Off the record, I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention, maybe. And by that, I mean immediately. You know where I'll be. Okay.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Bad feeling. Clive, something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come pay me a visit at the toll. Alright.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
And about Blackthorn. The pen is mightier. Nice. Another trophy to add to the pile. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the drop of his gels lately. So I'm thinking maybe it weren't just the leather that was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's got him all hot and bothered. Soon it ain't the forge. Jeez, everybody wants a hand.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Blacksmith's Blues 2. Sounds like a jazz album. Right, well, let's talk to Blackthorn and then talk to Karen. Alright, what's got you in the mood this time?
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
Right, well, this is definitely a good idea to look into.
Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Alright, well, we had to talk to Karen anyway, so 2 birds, 1 stone.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him, which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose
I'm running around after everyone.
But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it
What
now?
do you mean make it to the twins?
Think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Right, so we're back to Dalamil.
And he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Right, so Tombs, then Goot, then Dalamil, and then somewhere else, probably.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Alright, so a lot more running around, collecting stuff.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's
Oh, that's not good.
maybe my fault.
Oh, you idiot.
But I swear to the goddess, I've thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
Dun dun dun.
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million.
What?
Each. 5 million.
Jesus.
Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
Oh.
Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No.
No, I don't.
Right, and there's still something over there, so...
I think Mid might need some help.
Well, here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Oh, right, why not?
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
Alright, I'm going jack-o'-lantern hunting.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame ain't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right.
Yeah, okay.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
God, we got a lot of stuff to get through. Okay, so we need to go to the Crook in Sambrick. Let's start with that one then. Oh, we can't do any of this until we continue to make brilliant. Did not even need to come back here. Okay, well, let's get going then to here. Letney's Cleft. A narrow pass through the otherwise impassable mountains, thought to have been torn from rock by the very gods themselves. Cool. I hope Martha and the dame aren't too angry about having to wait for their money.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
I can't go that way. And there's another side quest up here. Brilliant.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Something interesting going on down there, it seems. The abandoned village. Easy enough.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
What about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
I think we're getting scammed, guys.
Doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
That's a good question.
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker. But I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances
I'll kill
are
you
it'll
when you
come
betray
to
me.
either way.
You know that, right?
But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Bocklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Well, at least it's just ahead.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Oh! And hit him with the big one. And now just keep wailing on him. Ooh, 33, nice. Ugh, that was a horrible sound at the end there.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
Well, not in the best of conditions.
nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
So I assume I'll be seeing these two guys again later on. Alright then, well, I guess that's it. I'll deal with you guys another time. Maybe they're not evil, maybe they're just lazy.
The Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side.
Oh, hello. Ah, damn. Ooh, that is a sight. The final sin.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him two curses.
Dominance and bearers.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place.
It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
Then we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
It is a hell of a sight. Hey, let's see what's going on here. What's going on with Olivier and the old Emperor, I guess.
I see the reports.
Oh no, he's alive.
You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it. And I can think of none better suited to the task.
Him? Really?
There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The emperor whom I gladly serve. Great
Ultima.
made flesh.
God damn it.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
Ooh.
What do you know of my blood?
God, I hate her so much.
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
Okay, so I have a bit of an idea. He said he served another, but then he was surprised that we mentioned Ultima. I originally thought that other was Ultima, but I think it's Olivier, and he doesn't know anything about Ultima. But our mother is serving Ultima.
More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
Well, I'll have to learn soon enough. Yeah, I think the old Emperor is being played. Sylvester is being played by our mother and Ultima.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears. Beets and beets.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border.
Well, that makes things difficult.
Entry at a formal line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Peaches, they're sweet as nectar.
Oh, there he is. I was going to say, he can't be that hard to find.
Ah, Good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry.
You lost the pass, didn't you?
Slow down, Good. Just tell us what happened.
It's betrayed us pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Right then. Let's go find
keep
his
an eye out
pass.
for this red chocobo then.
And the other on our purses.
It's next to the checkpoint.
Out of my sight, wretch.
Okay, well here's a red chocobo.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it.
Jesus!
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Boston?
It's Morrigan from Dragon Age.
I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh. Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means. So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market? Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and two birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion, Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
Hey, another brand to show I'm part of some secret organization.
The furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Alright then, let's talk to this furniture maker.
Jug of snake spit for the road?
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst!
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. Should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
I'll take the large one.
Come and taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you? Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted...
Jesus!
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
How strange can that be?
Remember when half the people coming through here were traders from...
Come and taste my peaches. They're sweet as finest earthenware from the free cities.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Not great talking to kids, are you?
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Show them your trader's pass.
Jug of snake spit for the...
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Alright then, let's find this Hansa kid.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings.
Scallywag.
If we robbed his boots off him. Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now. What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hansa, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He didn't make much of an effort to stop me, he just walked by.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
That's that then.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the Chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
But... Okay, not important. There you are.
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hansa. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Call themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him! I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots.
doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
We also have known her for like 5 minutes. She doesn't need to tell us.
Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
Right then, Theodore, what's the plan?
Where is it?
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones and we crush them. You get your trader's pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then. Hansa, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leighton's Cleft.
To Leighton's Cleft, then.
Leighton's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
Right, let's get running then.
That's that then.
I think I found him.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own.
Some big AoE attacks, just take him out nice and quick.
I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
Alright, so just keep going this way. Hey, there's more of them. Hey guys.
We got company. That's the lot.
More foot soldiers.
Fewer now.
And there's more of them up here. Maybe we found our base of operations.
Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
Scum.
The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
Wasn't planning on it.
Wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh!
Kill him! Kill them all!
Just put everything into it. Oh. Jesus, guy is a bit of a tank.
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
Right then, back to Eloise. Hey, Eloise.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goots's pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it now?
Cid. Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
Another seal.
What is it?
Elle has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Ah, okay, cool. They joined together.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
Yay, another level up. Cool. Right, let's find Goots and get through.
Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Oh, there's another side mission over. Oh god, there's 3 side missions. Well, you know what then? We're going to just end it here. And next time, we'll do these 3 side missions. And then go meet on with Goots and pass on. Right then, not the most exciting of episodes, probably because we spent so long doing side missions we couldn't even finish. But anyway, you know, the Enterprise is being built. We got to say a proper goodbye to Cid. And we're on our way to the Crystalline Dominion to destroy another Mother Crystal and possibly confront our mother. Yeah, it's interesting what she's up to now. I definitely have a feeling she's playing the old Emperor. She's got to be working for Ultimate. Definitely working for Ultimate. That has to be it. But I suppose we'll see next time. I think we've got a couple of more episodes in us. Maybe 5 or 6, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, in a few days, we will be having our Spider-Man Let's Play starting off as well. You can also check out the other Spider-Man video that has gone up and see what plot points you think should be followed up on in Spider-Man 2. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, do leave a like and a comment. It is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter and on Medium to stay up to date on everything else I have going on. And of course, you can subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all content going forward. And I shall see you all next time.